Did you think building muscle was just for the young? I used to think the same. Until I turned 85 and felt stronger than my 60s. What changed? Not some expensive machine, not pills, not even going to the gym every day. The real secret was on my plate. This video is for every man and woman over 60 who's noticed their muscles fading faster than their hair. You reach up to grab something off a shelf and feel your arm shake. You try to carry a bag of groceries and realize something's different. That quiet loss of strength isn't just aging. It's malnutrition in disguise. Muscle loss is one of the top reasons older adults end up frail, fall more often, or lose their independence. But here's the part: no one tells you the body can rebuild muscle at any age, even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond, but only if it gets the right building blocks. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 7 simple foods I added to my everyday routine that turned everything around. These are not exotic, expensive, or complicated, but they work. Each one targets the exact reasons your muscles shrink with age and gives your body what it needs to grow strong again. If you're someone who wants to stay on your feet, open your own jars, lift your grandkids, or simply feel confident when you look in the mirror, then this video is for you. Now let's dive into the first one. Number 1, protein-rich eggs. One of the most overlooked muscle builders, sitting right in your fridge, is the humble egg. Now I know some folks worry about cholesterol, but unless your doctors told you otherwise, eggs are not the enemy. In fact, they might be your best friend if you're trying to rebuild muscle after 60. Here's why. Each egg packs a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids. Your body needs to repair and grow muscle tissue. As we get older, our bodies don't absorb or use protein as efficiently as they used to. That's one reason muscle melts away so quietly in our later years. It's not that we aren't eating, it's that we aren't eating the right things in the right form. Now, eggs are easy. Scrambled, hard-boiled, poached. It doesn't matter how you cook them, as long as you're eating them regularly. 2 eggs in the morning with some whole grain toast can set your muscles up for the day. Add a little spinach or avocado on the side, and now you're not just feeding your body, you're building it. There's also a psychological trick here. When you start your day with something that supports your strength, your mind follows. You move differently. You feel more capable. That shift alone can motivate you to keep going. Because it's not just about eating better, it's about becoming stronger. I remember a man named George, 79 years old, who said he hadn't been able to lift his suitcase for years. His doctor told him he just had to accept getting older. But instead, George added 2 eggs to his morning every single day. 3 months later, he wasn't just lifting the suitcase, he was helping his neighbor with theirs. That's the power of feeding your muscles, right? Don't underestimate small things done daily. A couple of eggs each morning won't make you look like a bodybuilder, but they will help keep you upright, mobile, and confident in your own skin. And in your 70s or 80s, that's more than enough. Number 2, cottage cheese for overnight muscle repair. When most people think of protein, they think of chicken or beef. But cottage cheese, it's often ignored, and that's a big mistake, especially after 70. This soft, mild food is actually one of the best tools you can use to rebuild muscle while you sleep. Here's what makes it special. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein. Unlike other proteins that digest quickly, casein digests slowly over several hours. That means when you eat it before bed, your body continues to get a steady supply of amino acids, all through the night when your muscles do most of their repair work. For older adults who wake up feeling stiff, weak, or sore, that kind of overnight support can make a real difference. Imagine feeding your body as it rests rather than starving it for 8 hours. You're not just sleeping, you're rebuilding. Some people add a bit of fruit, like pineapple or blueberries, for flavor and an antioxidant kick. Others go savory with cracked pepper, or even a spoon of flaxseed for extra fiber. However you do it, just a half cup of cottage cheese in the evening can help preserve the muscle you've got and slowly build back what you've lost. There's also a psychological comfort to it. Knowing you're ending the day with something restorative, something that cares for you, it gives you a sense of control. It tells your brain, we're still in charge of this body. I knew a woman named Carol, 74, who was told by her doctor to expect weakness in her legs as part of aging. Instead, she made a tiny change. Cottage cheese at night. That's it. Within weeks, she noticed her balance improving. By month 2, she was back to doing her morning walks without grabbing the wall for support. Not because of a miracle, but because of consistency. Muscles don't vanish overnight, and they don't come back that way either. But with a little cottage cheese and a little patience, they can come back. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, leafy greens for cellular regeneration. There's something quiet and humble about leafy greens. They don't shout for attention like a sizzling steak or a bright, juicy fruit. But make no mistake, if you want to keep or rebuild muscle after 70, you need to look their way. Spinach, kale, arugula, collard greens. These plants are full of micronutrients that fuel the very cells, responsible for growth, repair, and resilience. Folate, magnesium, potassium, vitamin K, these aren't just fancy words. They're the tools your body uses to keep your muscles firing, your blood flowing, and your bones strong enough to carry it all. One of the lesser-known truths is how deeply your muscles depend on blood supply. When your arteries stiffen or clog, your muscles get less oxygen. That's when fatigue sets in. That's when simple tasks like standing from a chair or lifting a grocery bag start to feel like mountains. Leafy greens help counteract that. They support your blood vessels, help manage blood pressure, and aid circulation. They also contain natural nitrates, compounds that help widen blood vessels and improve oxygen delivery to muscle tissue. This is particularly important during any movement or exercise. It's like putting fresh fuel in your car right before a drive. I met a man named Harold, 81, who added one big salad to his day every single afternoon. At first, he didn't expect much, but within 2 months, he noticed less joint swelling, better sleep, and a strange sense that his legs just moved better. He wasn't taking a new supplement. He wasn't using fancy gym equipment. He was just giving his body what it quietly needed. If the idea of a salad doesn't excite you, remember, leafy greens can be added to soups, blended into smoothies, or even sautéed with garlic and olive oil. You don't have to eat like a rabbit. You just have to eat smart. Because while protein builds the muscle, plants protect the machinery that lets that muscle thrive. If you're ignoring greens, you're asking your muscles to grow in a body that isn't prepared to support them. So if you're serious about strength after 70, don't just count your grams of protein. Count your greens. Number 4, cottage cheese for overnight recovery. Most people don't realize it, but your body does. A huge amount of repair work while you sleep. And if you want to rebuild or even keep the muscle, you've got what you eat before bed can make all the difference. Cottage cheese is one of those underrated foods that older folks used to eat all the time, but somewhere along the way it fell out of fashion. That's a shame because for seniors trying to hold on to strength, it's one of the smartest things you can put in your bowl. What makes it special is its high casein content. Casein is a slow-digesting protein, meaning it feeds your muscles slowly over several hours, right through the night while you rest. That's exactly when your muscles are repairing, micro-tears, and regenerating tissue, especially if you've been walking, lifting, or staying active during the day. For folks over 70, this matters even more. You don't just want a quick protein spike. You want a steady drip of amino acids that support your muscle structure through the full sleep cycle. That's what makes cottage cheese different from something like a glass of milk or a protein bar it sticks around. Add to that the calcium and vitamin B12 it naturally contains, and you've got something that also protects your bones and nerves. That combination, strong muscles and a solid frame, is the foundation of independence in older age. I once spoke to a 74-year-old woman named Margaret, who started having half a cup of cottage cheese with a few blueberries before bed. Not only did her digestion improve, but within 3 weeks, she noticed she was waking up with fewer body aches and had more energy when she got out of bed. This isn't about fads. It's not about protein powders or gym memberships. It's about giving your body the tools to heal when it naturally wants to. Sleep is when your body rebuilds. And cottage cheese is one of the best allies you can give it. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, leafy greens for natural hormone support. Muscle isn't built by protein alone. Especially in our later years, our hormones play a major role in keeping our strength, energy, and stamina intact. And there's one category of food that quietly supports this system every single day: leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, arugula, or even simple romaine lettuce. These aren't just low-calorie fillers on your plate. They're packed with nutrients that help your body naturally regulate testosterone, estrogen, and cortisol, which all impact muscle health as we age. Magnesium, for instance, is abundant in these greens, and it plays a key role in how your muscles contract and relax. Low magnesium levels can make your body feel weak, stiff, or achy. And sadly, many older adults don't get enough, especially those who rely on bread, meat, and dairy without balancing it with vegetables. What's more, these greens are full of nitrates. Not the bad kind from processed meats, but the natural ones that help widen blood vessels and improve circulation. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients getting to your muscles when they need it most, especially during a walk, climb, or stretch. I remember a man named Arthur, 78, who started adding a large handful of spinach to his eggs every morning. Within 2 months, he said he was standing up faster from his chair, walking more confidently, and sleeping better at night. His doctor even noticed a small improvement in blood pressure and resting heart rate. People often think muscle gain means meat or shakes, but the truth is, you can't build strength on protein alone. You need the minerals and vitamins that help your body use that protein properly. And leafy greens provide exactly that. They may not be flashy, but they work quietly behind the scenes to support muscle-friendly hormones, boost recovery, and energize your day, all from the inside out. If you want your body to feel younger, start by feeding it what nature intended. And leafy greens are a natural place to begin. Number 6, bone broth for deep tissue repair. Here's a secret that many older athletes and trainers swear by, but most everyday folks overlook bone broth. Not the canned kind loaded with salt, but real, slow-simmered broth made from beef or chicken bones. If your joints ache, your muscles feel worn, or your recovery takes longer than it used to, this one's for you. Bone broth is rich in collagen, gelatin, and amino acids like glycine and proline, nutrients. Your body needs to repair not just skin and bones, but also tendons, ligaments, and muscle tissue. As we age, our natural collagen production drops off. That's why cuts heal slower, skin sags more, and joints creak when you get out of bed. Bone broth steps in like a quiet helper, filling in what time is taken away. One woman I knew named Ruth started drinking a warm cup of bone broth every evening around age 74. She had always struggled with joint stiffness and muscle cramping, especially after gardening or climbing stairs. Within 3 weeks, she began noticing less swelling in her knees, fewer leg cramps at night, and better mobility getting in and out of the tub. The only thing she changed, that 1 cup of broth. And don't think it's just for bones. The glycine in bone broth also helps support better sleep and reduce inflammation, both essential for anyone trying to gain or preserve muscle. Without quality rest and low inflammation, your body can't recover properly after movement. Some even add a spoonful of turmeric or a splash of apple cider vinegar to their broth to help draw out more minerals and reduce joint pain even further. Whether you sip it alone or use it as a base for soups, bone broth can be a healing tool that tastes like comfort and works like medicine. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 7, cottage cheese for overnight muscle support. There's one food that often gets pushed to the back of the fridge, forgotten beside the milk and eggs, but it could be the key to helping you gain muscle even while you sleep: cottage cheese. That's right, this humble, creamy food is packed with casein protein, which digests slowly and releases amino acids steadily over several hours. For older adults, especially those over 70, nighttime is when the body goes into repair mode. But if there's no protein fuel in your system, your body can actually break down muscle for energy instead of building it. A small serving of cottage cheese before bed can help prevent that silent loss and support muscle recovery while you rest. What makes cottage cheese even better is its versatility. You can have it plain, top it with berries for added antioxidants, or sprinkle a little cinnamon for taste and blood sugar support. And it's gentle on the stomach, unlike some other heavy proteins that might cause indigestion or discomfort at night. Harold, an 82-year-old former school principal, swears by a half cup of cottage cheese before bed. He started this habit when he noticed his muscles shrinking despite regular walks and light resistance training. Within a couple of months, not only did he feel stronger, but his blood sugar numbers improved, and he stopped waking up with that hollow, weak feeling in the morning. It's It's the kind of simple change that fits easily into your life, but delivers steady, long-term rewards. Building or maintaining muscle at any age isn't about lifting heavy weights or making dramatic changes overnight. It's about consistent, small steps, like ending your day with something as ordinary yet powerful as cottage cheese. Now let's close with a few thoughts. Final thoughts. Growing older doesn't mean shrinking into the background. It means you finally get to take care of yourself on your own terms. Adding just a few key foods, like protein-rich eggs, fiber-filled lentils, or soothing bone broth, can quietly reshape how your body feels and performs, even in your 70s or 80s. We've seen it over and over again. Small tweaks in your diet, repeated with care and consistency, can turn weakness into strength and doubt into pride. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle or chase fads. You just need to support your body the way it's asking to be supported, gently, intentionally, and with wisdom. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.